me. So when she called me and she yelled, and I'm like, that's not normal. So she was hysterical. So I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going on. So I got out my seat, I hurry up and ran up to the front. I'm like, what's wrong? She like, the dogs are right there. This dog is trying to bite the kids. And I'm like, and I look, at first before I jumped to the conclusion, I thought they were just playing. I'm like, they playing. Then I look and the dog was really, because you know, the girl was waving the dog away. Because the dog kept coming towards her more so than the boy, the brother. So he kept coming towards her because she was over by, it was like a little stop sign pole. She was standing there, so the dog came more close to her than it did her brother. So in the meantime of that, I'm like, okay, maybe he's playing, let me see, you know. But then he wasn't playing, he was still trying to jump on her. He was trying to jump on the brother. And I'm like, oh, let me off the bus, let me off the bus. So she called down to base, you know, code, whatever. Then to get the police out, the dog warden, the ambulance and stuff, because it was serious. So in that time, she let me off. So I'm like, you know, I'm like, come here. He first the dog was jumping on the little boy, and the boy was like swaying it away, like, you know, get. And then when I got off, I'm like, I grabbed the broom and grabbed the umbrella, and I sat up there, and I'm like, come here, dog, come here. And I told the boy, get on the bus. He was able to get on, and then I called the dog, the pit bull, over towards me, so he can sit there and his attention will be off of her. So it'd be more so on me. So after he turned and looked, he looked at me and he came charging towards me. And then I was like, I hit him with the broom a couple times and I was able to get the girl on the bus. So I'm like, okay, it was about over with, but I'm still outside. I just want to make sure it was clear. So he still was trying to come over. Then when I swung it again at him to try to hit him, he just ran that way. And then the kids, whoever the owner was, they was running to get the dog, but the dog was really out of control. And the owner said that it doesn't listen. So that it makes, I just don't understand. My thing is, when you have a dog, you need to have your dog tied up. And vicious dogs like that, you need to really take heed, because there's kids in the morning that's on the corners of each individual street, and you know these kids got to get up in the morning to go to school. You need to be more cautious about how your dog put your dog on a leash. Even if the kids let the dog out, that's why you need to get up. And you know, I would advise, like all the parents, stand on the corner with your kids, because anything can happen. And it just, this world is just so dangerous right now. And it's like, you know, you just got to be cautious about everything. And I just looked at it like, you know, me being in mommy mode, me just go ahead and taking charge, like that could have been one of my kids. Because, you know, in the morning I'm on the bus, so my kids walking to the bus thing, I would want somebody to do that for mine. So.
And were you scared at all, like when you got off?
I was scared because I got bit by a pit bull before. So yes, I was scared. I was really, I didn't show fear to him because I was more so, my thing was to protect them. So it was like my choice was either I would let them get bit or either it was me. And my choice was I was gonna get bit. And you know, I knew once if I would have got bit, she was gonna jump off the bus and something else, they was gonna pry the dog out. But I just knew if we would have rolled past and not even stopped, you know, it could have got worse. Them kids, that little girl could have really got ate up. And you know, we all know that pit bulls lock, and once they lock, you have to literally get a stick or get something to pry in their mouth to unloosen it, take the lock off of them. So it's like, it's really serious. So I always tell people, just be real mindful about your dogs, because that could have end up as a bad situation. And you know, the parent, she was only down the street. The mother, the sister and brother's mom was only down the street. So when our boss called and talked to the mother, you know, she hurried up and got up here, but she was so instantly about to jump out the car, but the dog's still running loose. I didn't want that to be a situation again, so I had to, you know, let the window down and tell her, like, hold on, you gotta wait. Stay in the car, let's, you know. Then the cops pulled up, and then we waited for a second. He wasn't scared, of course, but you know, I say about 10 minutes, she was able to get out the car, because now the owners are outside and they all was chasing the dog. See, she didn't see what I seen in the back. You know, one of the kids, I guess that was the owner's kid, the person was all the way chasing the dog all the way down the street. So he was just like completely out of control. He didn't listen to nobody.